So the best crowd control in Warframe is dead enemies, right? Why control anything when they're not there? They're not going to shoot back at you. That's the common mindset of most of our player base right now. Like, it kind of changed over the years from having a mix of crowd control and damage to pretty much just people wanting to nuke whole rooms so as not having to deal with them. Why hang them up to dry when you can just blow them away? But not every Warframe can be all about damage dealing, right? Or should they? Now welcome on in, you beautiful feckers. How you all doing? Before I start the video, what was your honest opinion of the upcoming Vauban Rework? Could it have been better, or are you happy with where it looks like it's going for at the end of this month when he gets released? Now his rework is without a doubt a big step up from where he is right now in game, which wouldn't be hard, right? Seen by a lot of us as probably the worst Warframe in the game right now. Hydroid's bloody livid, frothing at the mouth. He held that title. He's shaking his fist at Train Man every time he walks past. Someday, you pyramid-headed feck, Hydroid will rule the bottom of the pile again. But for now, it's Vauban. However, soon Vauban will have armor stripping from Bastille, damage boosts from his mine, a heap of crowd control, and an orbital strike to deal a lot of scaling damage. Apparently it scales. But he still has some useless attachments, and his kit is highly focused around crowd management more than anything else. His new number 1 ability is a roller, a latcher rollerball that stuns enemies when it latches onto them with an electric shock. One of his mines is a tether mine, which pulls enemies into a cluster on the ground, like a smaller version of his old Vortex. And then he has the new ultimate ability of Vortex mixed with his Bastille. You can basically morph from Bastille into Vortex. Now his tether mine and of course that Vortex feel like they're just too similar to both be part of his kit. For me personally, they kind of do the same thing, or they function the same way. They basically group enemies up into a ball for you to, I guess, eventually drop that orbital strike on top of them. So that tether mine could have been something else. Now he also has the addition of a nail ball mine, which basically it's a ball you throw on the ground and it shoots at enemies all around them, kind of like the disc from your Azima pistol that you get as one of the daily logins. And of course we can't forget the incredible addition of his new speed boost mine. What in the holy hell what in the holy hell is this thing for? You've replaced his jump pads with run pads. It's a pure meme ability. Let's be realistic here, right? This ain't Mario Kart. It's not Crash Team Racing. It's not Team Sonic Racing. Why in the feck is this a thing? Why is this part of Vauban's arsenal? How is this going to benefit us in a mission in any way whatsoever? Judging by the dev stream, what we've seen of it, you only get a short kind of boost, a short kind of dash, like a really short one. And let's be realistic, this will only be used by us to see how fast you can make Gauss run on top of it, or Volt. Never will it be used again after that, except maybe in public missions or matches on Hydroid when a Limbo keeps popping up his Cataclysm and ruining the fun for everyone, so you run that fucker into a wall. Oh, and I wonder if we could pop one on top of Hydroid's puddle, you know, a mobile bath, send him all around the place just dropping enemies into that bloody puddle. But yeah, it's a meme ability. It's like the old super jump or like Vauban's old jump pads. It's absolutely pointless. Vauban's new kit will be an upgrade, like we've already said that, but one that still looks a bit off and one that could have had a few more changes to make it stand out and make him that much better. Ember's rework looks much better in comparison. His new run pads, like I said, are pointless. We bullet jump in the game, so they're not going to be used. Bullet jumping is much more beneficial. The nail gun mine as well looks pretty pointless in terms of damage that it can throw out, and I never mentioned anything about it scaling up as well with the orbital strike. And the tether mine is a mini vortex. The only mine I can see players using will be the damage boost one, because it boosts your damage but your squad mates can get it as well. So why not just leave the ability as just an out and out damage boost one? I know you want to give him a little bit of variety, but when that variety kind of sucks, why the fuck would you use it? What they could have done is they could have removed the nail gun mine or even the tether one and given him a medic mine for heal over time. Replace it either and give him a mine that explodes, a proper mine like the Kuva Grenade ones, you know, the ones that airburst into the air and then explode all around the place and like nails. We could have had that instead. So it just doesn't feel like there was a lot of thought process put into his mines, and it came out as just a kind of fuck it, he'll do with these, you know, just give him that, move on, let's just work on Ember. Ember's more fun. with the exception of them adding in that orbital strike, which might end up in the end, never mind any of this crowd control, that orbital strike could be what we build Vauban around, depending on that scaling damage and depending on whether or not enemies stripped of that armor from Bastille keep the armor gone, or if it returns when they fall out of that Bastille. So yeah, not every frame can be a nuker. We do need some warframes that have some kind of crowd control, some kind of heals, some form of buffer warframes as well. So I get where Vauban has to fit in. It just feels like he's got one ability too many that function in the same way. But you feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. Are you happy with the upcoming Vauban rework or not? Or what would you change if you were given the option to change something? Ember, like I said, on the other hand, looks like she could be fun, but again, we'll have to see when we get our hands on her at the end of the month. Do me a huge favour, hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, or don't if you didn't. Subscribe for more Warframe, and as always, thanks very much for watching.